Okay, let's see if this will work. Think I found the issue. Test. Test, hello. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That was the issue, huh? Oh boy. That was the issue, huh? My man, I found the issue. And oh boy, it will not remain. It will not happen yet again. Because that was big epic fail. And I'm not about that. Well, I am about it, but I'm also not about it. There's a confusing relationship here. Okay. So the issue was that I wanted audio track 2 instead of 1. Let me just oh, fixed. Boom, shakalaka laka do. There we go. Alright, so Mario. Mario, you need to get 2 games, okay? You need to get this game because the humor is awesome and you're gonna love it and you're gonna have a lovely time. The issue was the audio track thing. The other game you gotta get, Raft, so Aklo, me, and you can play because Aklo wants you to join.
The meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself, and
So,
he constantly
get
needed
Raft.
support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
No more bucket. No more bucket. No more bucket. Oh yeah, don't mind that. So I've already beaten the game. I do have the bucket unlocked after the new content, but
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
oh boy.
he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
There is a
Perhaps
certain
he wanted
thing,
to stop by
okay?
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth.
Actually, let me just begin the game again, right? This should give me the bucket this time.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Replacement bucket. Because I lost the other one.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
I'll try not to lose it. Thanks, narrator. So before, we were unable to go inside new content with a bucket. We weren't able to because we hadn't unlocked the bucket. So now that we have the bucket,
New content? What does that mean? New content.
so now we have a bucket. Before we're meant to have a bucket. He called me adult, yes. He is a jerk. So interesting, right? This time we have a bucket. What's he gonna do?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know,
I love how the
Stanley
game
Parable
loops
was a video
around,
game
like,
released in 2013 on home
after you
computers.
collect all the figurines, after you go through like the
After
start of the
receiving
game,
critical
like
and
starting it
commercial
up like
success,
5
it
or
was
6 times,
expanded upon in
it unlocks a
2022 with the
secret
Stanley Parable
um,
Ultra Deluxe,
new
a reimagining
thing
of the game for consoles
where you can get an
and home
achievement
computers.
that normally you couldn't before.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content.
I really
It
like
broadens
this
and
game, to be
expands
honest.
the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
So Mario, you gotta get this game and you gotta get Raft.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await. in
Those are my
The Stanley
demands, okay?
Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Raft, you gotta play with us, cause I'm gonna show you how to get killed by a shark.
New Ultra Deluxe content.
This game you gotta play just simply because it's gold and I want to see a
Stanley,
reaction
I've
to the
just now
humor.
realized that bucket you're holding. It's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel.
See? Normally we wouldn't have this bucket.
Isn't this the
But he's
prequel to the
confused
sequel?
because it's not
Why
even
do you have
developed
the
yet.
bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
He has never given us the bucket yet, in his mind. But we got it.
Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't
It all
remember
loops
doing that.
around.
You're seeing things all out of order.
Where am I? And we go back to the jumping circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my god, what would have happened if I went inside of here after wasting all my jumps? Because earlier I never wasted my jumps. What? What do you mean it's a sea raft? What?
The infinite hole, the giant
Do
door.
you have it
Already?
installed? Is it
Stanley,
on your
none of
C
them are
drive?
ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did
confused.
they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable
No,
could possibly
really
be?
didn't.
Had I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
No, you hadn't figured that part out. I'm sorry, narrator. So narrator is just pretty confused.
Wait. If you're still carrying the bucket
Oh no,
around
it's
with
just
you,
raft.
if
Normal
the bucket
raft.
is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly.
It should be on Steam,
Yes.
but it's just called
You
raft.
carrying the bucket with you
Nothing
everywhere
beforehand.
is exactly what
Just
I set
raft.
out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable.
Okay,
Yes,
buddy.
The sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket.
Oh yeah, we're
everywhere
also
with
gonna
you,
try to get the
clinging
speedrun
tightly to the
achievement,
bucket,
so that will be
never
fun.
letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a
Okay.
sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, I win, I win, I win, I win.
Okay,
I win,
buddy.
I win, I win, I win, I win.
Well, he won. So now, this time, it should be new content,
All
right?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Oh
had
gosh, I
simply
just
missed a
see that the
memo.
chat just caught up. On stream. Why did it take so much
It's
long
bucket
time?
time.
Okay, I'm gonna open up YouTube on my phone as well, just in case. Yeah, you should do that, Mario. Oh yeah, I tried to stream with more bitrate now, so hopefully it'll be 1080p. No, just barely not. Dang it. I'm streaming at 3500 bits per second. Why is it not? Is that a separate ending then? Is it because I brought the bucket here that I get a separate ending? Or something different happened this time? Wait, now I didn't go through the thank you for playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version
Yeah.
has turned out to be.
This is a
The
new
original
version.
Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we
Yeah.
take it one step even further.
Again,
Which is
narrator.
why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
It's with a capitalized R, and it has like a shark on it, but it's not Survive on Raft, it's called Raft.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with
This
a
is
fully
so
fledged
interesting.
sequel. An entirely new experience, built
What
from
you-
the ground
yeah,
up.
too,
Why,
Stanley
there's so many
Parable 2.
possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The Stanley Parable 2. Currently, I'm playing Stanley Parable 11, so I do apologize if I'm a bit
Now,
too
to be
far
clear,
ahead
I
of y'all.
haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable
So,
2 is
we're
going to be,
revisiting
but
Stanley
let's
Parable
take a
2
look
and
at some
Stanley
of the
Parable
features
11.
I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
New
that
features.
surely the
These
game
are
will sort of
old,
naturally
okay?
spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic.
let's just
than
go get
anything
our
scientific
achievements.
or logical, really.
Because normally the achievement wouldn't work, but
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
I do wonder though, what would happen if I go inside the reassurance bucket with a reassurance bucket? Will it comment on that?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already
knew it.
so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Oh, dang!
Stanley!
No!
Oh, thank God, I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
I can never forgive you. You took away my bucket. I could have had 2. Dang it! I regret going inside. This is a bad feature. I should have never went inside. Why? Will it say Stanley this time, though? Because normally it said Jim in the past,
For the Stanley Parable 2,
but I've seen
asked myself, what do players
Stanley.
really want?
I found a
And of
Stanley
course,
button, so I'm
the
curious.
first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this
Yeah,
button will
for
say
sure,
your
Scar.
Name, whatever name that is.
Scar, you should have
Here,
seen what
let's have
happened.
you role
My
play as
buckets
Jim
explode.
to really simulate the full experience
Exploded.
of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on.
Okay, I'm
I
just
wasn't
gonna
finished
spam.
setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never
So this is my
understand the
second
impact
time
of
in
this
new
button.
content, by the way.
Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
For sure.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of
Yes.
here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Jim.
See, if you'd
Jim.
only played along,
Jim.
that would
Jim.
have been your name, the
Jim.
button says. But no.
Jim.
Instead,
Jim.
oh,
Jim.
I can't
Jim.
even think
Man,
about it. I'm taking
I wanted the
Jim
2
button
buckets.
away.
I hate this guy.
Jim.
Oh, no more Jim. Gotta love the Jim button, though. Why can I climb the top of this? Can I? Aw. Because the game has certain points where it can drop out of the map and get an ending for it. So essentially, there were some bugs in the original game. Instead of fixing the
Maybe
bugs...
I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
I'm sorry. Anyhow. So, basically, there were bugs in the original game where you could, like, glitch outside of the map. Instead of fixing the glitches, they made it into features. They have endings now. By glitching out of the map, you get an ending. By doing a bug, you get an ending, which is pretty sweet. So, this achievement was unavailable before in the past, but now I can do it. So, yeah.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it,
Yeah.
the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
I got the achievement.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here?
Uh-oh.
Are we being watched? Oh, God.
So basically...
Conclusion?
Oh no.
Conclusion.
Oh no, it's freaking out.
Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe.
I do,
Breathe.
Scar. So basically, whenever you restart the game after collecting every, like, Stanley figurine, Restart it like 6 or 7 times, go through the dialogue and such, set your time correctly or something, like, don't just make it 12 p.m, actually set the time. It can be like 12 to 5 p.m. or something. Anyway, basically they will fix the test achievement so you can come back with the bucket and everything, and it's so interesting. It's really cool. I really love that, to be honest. That's like such a good, like, fourth wall breaking, like,
What
oh
other
my god.
exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Now, there is something that I've learned that you can do.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd
Alright.
like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Taking a look, Mario. Install it, Mario. Install it, install it, install it. Install the Parable. You have to. This game is amazing in its own way. You're gonna love it. I'm gonna leave it at 1. Gotta save my last jump for something important. Fun fact, once you actually go for the infinite hole, he will do mostly infinite hole. He will basically change it. Oh, that's interesting, Scott. So, you see this door, how it's closed. If you get the achievement with the settings thing, then yeah, you'll get it. So you basically gotta go for every setting. Every single setting. I don't know if I gotta do this like 1 by 1, but I'm assuming so. So we're gonna be here a little bit. Hope you guys enjoy your time. Apologies for my doggo in the background. I'm certain you guys can hear him. He's just very excited, you know. That's just how it be. So I hope everybody's well though, however. You know the doggo, he see people, he excited. That's just how it is. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. 1 by 1. Okay, so you gotta do like this, right? I would assume this would work, since technically it's 1 by 1, right? So this is gonna take a while, so... But luckily I can just press the right and left key on the keyboard. But still... Okay, I've done the entire main volume now. Okay, get to AA. Let's just set this to like 1 and go from there. Okay, can I just hold the arrow key?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hello.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Cool, buddy. My doggo is really
This is the
sad
story
now,
of a
apparently.
man named Stanley.
You see, parents are leaving to go to the store, go for a walk to basically the store and get something. And Doggo doesn't like that when people leave. Doggo wanna be with. Doggo needs attention, a lot of attention. This is, not gonna lie, this is the most
This is
exciting
the story
content.
of a man named Stanley.
More games needs this. More games just need the
This
fact
is the
that you can
story
do
of a
this.
man named Stanley.
You know? So, hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's day is going pretty sweet. Now we just do general after this, which has quite a bit on it. I don't need the sound of that to be way too much. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Set that back. Set that back. Click that, click that, click that. Will I have to do it for this as well? True, you do. Very logical, sure. I'll also have to go for every single language. Oh no. Well. There's a bit of settings to go through. And for free and I wait for them to get compiled again. Yeah, dang. Okay, let's just keep on going, I suppose. I can't wait to just showcase this one thing that won't really be that important. Just to show it and just to have it completed. There we go, settings world champion. I got the achievement. Oh, thank God. There we go.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu.
Yeah,
There's
it's a small
nothing
game
you
size,
haven't
especially for the
seen.
content.
So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly
Settings
is
World Champion.
bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just
So that's gonna basically be added here as well, eventually. So that's gonna be
know
fun.
that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider,
Now
and that it'll be available from the settings menu.
Now
I'll
we
sort the
need-
rest of the
okay.
details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
No. Anyway, so basically now, we gotta get another achievement, which I aim for, which is the speedrun one. Because it has some interesting details to it. Let's just go to the infinite holdout. I wonder if he will commentate on the fact that we've already done it before. Maybe he'll realize. Maybe
Stanley,
not.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before.
guess
in a video
not.
game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video
I
games.
think we
You
should get
see?
it.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite
Yeah, I know. I
falling,
love
you
falling.
can
Just
press
keep
the
on
teleport
falling.
button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue on.
You know, just for the narrator, I'm gonna do
Great.
once and then
Well,
just jump
I'm
down.
very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't.
I
know
do
what else
wonder
there
if
is
he
to
will say something
Stanley. It's
else
an
if you just
infinite
keep on
hole.
going back
That's
and
exactly
jumping
what
down
you're
and then
doing
keep
right
on going,
now, but
keep them doing.
forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits.
Yeah,
that I
it's
could
wild,
review.
Mario.
I
It's
really
wild.
spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show
You know, I'm gonna
some more
try
of
to
them.
teleport back to the
How
top
about
just to
we
keep
go
it falling.
ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to
Oh, no,
what's
he won't
really
let us.
important about.
He won't let you.
Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone
Just
would
the two
actually
of us?
stay in the hole long enough
Where is it?
to hit the bottom. Yes, I know. I
Meeting
told
at
you
2
the hole was
p.m.
infinite, but come on.
Just the
Who
two of us.
actually wants to fall
We can
forever?
make it if we
The hole was
try.
plenty
Just
deep.
the
It was
two
more
of
than
us,
deep
just the
enough,
two
in
of
my
us.
opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're
True.
the problem.
Steam has a lot of
Look,
deals.
things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just
I'm
put
actually
all this behind
surprised
us
how
and agree
well
to just
Steam
call
deals
the
with like
whole
deals and
mostly
such.
infinite?
With like
If
the
that
fact
works
that
for
they
you,
gotta like
then go ahead
license
and
and
press the
such
teleport
a lot
button
of stuff.
to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So basically,
Oh,
like
for
with
heaven's-
Steam, they gotta
You
like
see,
license a lot
I
of
was
games
right.
or have games
problem is
want
you.
to have
The
their
problem
games
is
on their
that you
website,
like
right?
holes too much.
So I'm surprised
If
that they
normal-
managed
a
so
normal
well with a
person
lot of
could have
deals
said,
and
"Yep,
such.
that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time."
It's actually
Don't
kinda
need to see
surprising.
it all, but not you. Oh no, no, no.
Not gonna
no.
lie though,
You
Steam
have
needs to make
weird
more
sort of-
games.
Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Steam makes
I couldn't
wonderful
help but
games when
feel
I do.
like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an
It is
infinite
wild.
hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit
I am
the
not.
teleport button and come join me up above.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Oh, you think
I
so?
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing.
When I think about it,
Yeah.
a funny thing.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to
I actually have a fun
and we'll
thing
see
to
if
think
it gets
about
any
now.
shorter.
Oh,
There
good.
it
I
is.
understand
The
more.
shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed
the
with
hole.
holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever
I've done
it
this
is you're
before,
here
but
to
man,
do.
it's
Hit the
always
teleport
great.
button when you're ready to move on.
It's not working.
Is the teleport button not working?
Correct.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
Oh yeah, fun fact.
I'm out.
If you just press
Goodbye,
left
Stanley.
click and right
You
click
couldn't bear
together,
to be away from the hole, and now you'll get
Okay,
more
hold
time
on.
with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole.
Yep.
I get to do literally anything else.
okay,
Take care, Stanley.
I will.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Thank you, we will. Anyway, so if you hold down left click and right click at the same time, you walk automatically. So technically, you don't need a keyboard to play this game, which is interesting. I don't see games do that, you know? It's beginning to shrink and grow, take out. But like, I find it so cool and fascinating that you can just left click and right click at the same time to stop moving, and if you ever want to stop, you can just press left click and stop holding down right click. Like, you have both the tool to like open doors and such whilst moving. It's so interesting. It's like, I don't know if this is the first game that you don't really need a keyboard for whilst being 3D. Which, that's actually cool. Like, not gonna lie, it's not a really important feature, but still, it's so nice for people that don't have like a keyboard, like a good keyboard, or if the keyboard breaks. Do you remember Raft, right? Or Rust? I like the song. Okay. Yo. I like this. This song is my jam. You know, I think we should just chill to this.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But
Well,
we
that's
can't have that,
good.
Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
I
You
would,
don't want to
but
miss a single moment. So
kinda
how
outside
about if I
chilling.
just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
I'd appreciate that,
From
narrator.
the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking
Yep,
forward to all
looks
of
like it.
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
Yeah, I was about to press F, and it was like, nah, fam. You don't want to press that button, do you, mate? Once more. Oh. Sad. True, we were. We were having such a lovely time with the dogs, and he ruins it all. And then he fences it
Here we
off.
are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Will it say something else now? I don't know if the yellow part says something else. Because of what happened. It just works. True. Mostly infinite hole. Fine, it ended. You see that he changed it because I ruined it for him? Wait, what happens with collectibles now? Can I get even more collectibles? No. You've been here already. No! I want more! I want more collectibles! You can never have enough! I want more! Give me even more collectibles! Give me Dang it! Dang it! My life is ruined. Yeah, we want more buckets as well. Can I go back towards
Calling
bucket?
it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
No.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's
Sad.
future-oriented.
Buckets
It
still
screams
exploded.
progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Fun fact, that QR code actually leads to something. Let me see if I can actually bring it up on stream, okay? I'd actually love to show you guys. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find the website again. StanleyParable2.com. Okay. Yeah, give me 1 minute. So that leads to a website named StanleyParable2.com. Now, this has a super interesting thing to it as well. Yeah. Just give me 1 minute to actually showcase the screen. Here we go. You guys can see this, right? So, a sequel, huh? Watch our helpful and informative video to learn more about the Stanley Parable and what the journey of becoming a sequel is all about.
Say there, Timmy.
Hold on. Let me actually do.
What's that you're enjoying? Why, it's breakfast, of course. Everyone loves breakfast. But did you know that breakfast is getting a sequel? That's right. It's called Lunch. And critics are raving that Lunch will be everything breakfast was and more. With a little luck, we may even get a trilogy series out of it. Say, you know what a sequel is, don't you, Timmy? Why,
Yeah.
sequels are the world's way of clinging helplessly to the past. We all want more of the things we love, and we're all afraid of change, which is what makes sequels so popular. New ideas are dangerous, Timmy, and they can lead to early aging. This eager-minded young thinker is just 29 years old.
We are.
That's why we have sequels, to keep us couched in the familiar and the comfortable. Sequels are the bedrock of a healthy, functional society. And if you look around you, you'll find them everywhere you go. For instance, this man is developing a sequel to the automobile, which we'll call the vertical automobile. It's a useless, impractical invention, and in 2 days' time, the man will be publicly stoned to death for his crimes against gravity. Not all sequels are heretical nonsense, however. Here's the man who invented breathing, which is the sequel to suffocating and dying a slow death. Even your parents are getting a sequel, Timmy. Their names are Rob and Jessica, and they'll be taking care of you once your original parents are sent back in time to fight a secret war for the government. Sequels can be very fashionable. This young woman is wearing 5 shirts at once, which is the sequel to wearing 4 shirts at once. Look at Becky over there, wearing only 2 shirts at once. Get with the times, Becky. In fact, there is only one single thing in the world that isn't a sequel. It's this. We don't know what it is or why it exists, but it's the prequel from which all sequels are derived. And just like everything else, the Stanley Parable is getting a sequel too. We all know, of course, that it was your favorite game as a child. Don't you remember those long, lazy afternoons you spent playing the Stanley Parable? Watching your precious youth fritter away hour after hour. We've all wasted our childhoods in one way or another, and you were fortunate enough to get to waste yours on the Stanley Parable. But the Stanley Parable came out years ago, and you're not a child anymore. You're a man, which is like the sequel to a child. And as a man, you want manly things like taxes and cheating at baseball. You need a man's video game, Timmy. And that's why the Stanley Parable 2 will be perfect for you. It's as manly as video games can get. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the burly hunk of a man who's responsible for the game. Here he is, hard at work. His name is Gregory 8-Pack, and he's the cutting picture of raw, virile masculinity. Gregory is what we call the ideas guy, and he has the most important role on the team. The ideas guy tirelessly comes up with interesting concepts and then hands them off to the rest of the developers for the relatively simple job of turning those concepts into reality. For example, he's the one who picked up the phone and declared, "Someone ought to make a sequel to the Stanley Parable." Good work, Gregory. Go ahead and take the rest of the day off. With the hard part out of the way, work on the game can now begin. The game's developers must answer a simple question. What makes a sequel in the first place? Well, it's simple. Sequels are an opportunity to correct the mistakes of their predecessors. We've all made mistakes, and we've all caused harm to someone we love in order to cover up our mistakes. When developing this particular sequel, it's important to start by thinking, what mistakes did the original Stanley Parable make? Well, first off, most of the pornography in the original game was stolen or pirated, and it's time we paid the licensing fees fair and square. Second, the Stanley Parable was catastrophic for this man named Leroy, whose personal information, including home address, social security number, and bank information, were all displayed prominently in multiple locations throughout the game. Although Leroy's money and identity were stolen, the fact remains that his personal information was the emotional core of the game, and absolutely vital to a nuanced understanding of the story. As reparation for the harm we caused him, the sequel will contain a brief and insincere apology to Leroy, tucked deep within the game where it will be difficult to find. Finally, the Stanley Parable made the mistake of leaking too many government secrets about the nature of the Time Wars. Without these intricate details of specific
no.
military tactics, the
Oh,
story
those
is likely to
things.
make very little sense. But we've decided to remove them from the sequel in the interest of helping the state's
This is
efforts.
an awesome show.
We'll get to you yet, Time Dracula. Now then,
Time
it's time to
Dracula.
set about constructing the Stanley Parable 2. Game development is a difficult and complex art, one which can only be fully understood by this race of hyper-intelligent child soldiers bred in laboratories. They begin
That's
by
correct.
studying the original Stanley Parable. Here it is in its raw, untouched form,
That's
a
Stanley
specimen
Parable?
of technological perfection. Time to exploit it for profit. We begin by adding jokes. The Stanley Parable was most widely known for its stark lack of humor, bucking all conventional industry wisdom. It was a bold artist statement that its developers stood firmly behind. But in 2022, it's impossible to reach even a single consumer of video games without jokes of some kind. So very well, jokes it'll be. During its development, over 500 kiloliters of comedy will be funneled directly into the core of
long
the
is
Stanley
it?
Parable 2, creating jobs for hundreds of
3 more
machine
minutes
operators
left.
and producing 30,000 tons of pollutant chemical byproduct, which will be pumped directly into local lakes, rivers, and beautiful nature
Why did he
reserves
make
like
a
these
9-minute video
all over the
just
country.
for it to be in a cubicle
Another
instead
common
of a
complaint
game
of the
as a
Stanley
sequel?
Parable is that there wasn't enough gameplay. And so for the sequel, its developers have gone to great lengths to fix this
Jesus.
problem. Here we can see gameplay being printed onto sheets. Every video game contains as many as 1,000 sheets of gameplay, and several of the largest games ever made contain close to 1,500. On mobile devices,
gameplay is
the gameplay
hard.
sheets have to be printed smaller. For the Stanley Parable 2, as many as 35 new gameplay sheets are being printed, each of which must be delicately massaged by the hands
Okay.
of a child before being added into the game.
By a child.
This man
Oh.
is stealing gameplay sheets from the factory, which he likely intends to use for a personal project he's been developing in his spare time. A good public stoning will cure him of that inclination.
Oh no!
Let's check on Gregory real quick.
Oh, no.
Ha! Still recovering from a hard day's work. Don't you move a muscle. Next up, it's time to blackmail the press.
Oh,
In a competitive
blackmail the
market,
press, cool.
blackmailing your local journalist can be one of the most effective methods of creating word-of-mouth buzz for your
True.
sequel. In fact, blackmail is the currency of social progress. From your neighborhood grocer to the teacher at your school to the man who helps you steal HBO, everyone responds to blackmail. And if you've never done it before, it's easy to practice at home on your friends and family. Simply follow the instructional pamphlet that your teacher hands out after the end of the film. And finally, there's one last tool at our disposal for making the sequel feel fresh and exciting, and that's packaging the game with collector's edition merchandise. If you order the Stanley Parable 2,
I see.
you'll receive this cow's egg. A single egg will produce over 1,000 cows, which are, of course, the sequel to pigs. And
What?
there you have it. Everything
Cows are
there is to
sequel to
know about
pigs?
producing the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Of course, you may know that there is also a game titled The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So which game is the true sequel to the Stanley Parable? It's an excellent question, Billy.
Oh.
One which the child soldiers have been working round the clock to come up with an answer to. And after many weeks of diligent research, the conclusion they've reached is, who gives a shit? All that matters is that it's more content for you to cram down your
That's fair.
insatiable gullet.
That's fair.
You don't want thoughtful and nuanced answers to complex questions, Billy. You just want to eat bubble gum and cheat at hopscotch. So get out there and
damn it.
consume. Do your civic duty and bully your parents into buying you every version of the Stanley Parable 2 on every platform. Tell your friends to bully their parents as well. It's
Oh,
through
no.
community efforts like these that the world comes together in harmony and connection. And it's only through this connection that we'll defeat Time Dracula once and for all.
What is it with Time
Don't let
Dracula?
the time-traveling vampires win. Buy the Stanley Parable 2 and pledge to support all sequels for today, tomorrow, and into the great unknowable beyond.
In memory of Billy. Wait, Billy died? He died 3 years after he was born. Then what was this guy?
For today, tomorrow, unknowable beyond.
Hold up! But they said, wait, so they said, right, that Billy was one of the workers. But Billy died 3 years after he was born. What the flip was that? Excuse me? I don't think that's Billy working anymore. I'll be honest, I don't think that's Billy anymore. Well, huh. Maybe another Billy. Maybe another Billy. Okay, so I'm gonna break everybody's mind soon while going to the exit. If I can remember where it was, I believe it was up here somewhere. If I remember correctly, it was this road right here, I think. No, it wasn't. This is not the right way. Cool. Is it somewhere here? Ah, it's over here. No, wait, no, it isn't. Wait. Where was the exit again? Oh, Jesus. Was it over here? Wait, what's it at this side? Oh yeah, it's over there. Oh. Oof. The exit here is a bit confusing. Ooh. Swear to God.
All
Okay.
right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yes,
Ready
I
to
did.
move on now?
Yes, I got my achievement. I got basically a new setting. I've gotten everything I came here for, and I'm rich, so...
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know
No.
it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
You
Say,
sure?
let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and
Just
we'll
gonna
see
sit down
whether
on
or
the
not
seat.
it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright, come on, hurry up.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, this is good. I got 46 jumps again.
Well,
Or is
I
that
mean,
48?
there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
It's actually... No,
Hold on.
that's good,
Let me do a
I
different
get more jumps. That's good.
Okay, yes, this is much
Wait!
better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Wait a second. I have a question now.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This
Something's
isn't a
wrong.
coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags.
Wait, there's a
And I
Stanley
do very much
figurine.
enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
There's Stanley figurines.
I wanted more than
Give me
anything
them.
to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Dang
I
it.
wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision.
So
and
where's the
integrity
jump
of
circle in the
original
game? How we found that out?
Would it possibly work? I suppose
That's
it
my
could,
question.
but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Has to be
A title
somewhere.
screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
I feel like the writing in this game is just
Go ahead.
perfect.
Take a look.
Okay, you guys ready? Just watch. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's changed back to 2. Did it just change back to 2? Did I go from 11 to 2? I think I went from 11 to 2. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna try to quit the game and restart it to see if it works again. I might have just have lost my Stanley Parable 11 edition and gone back to 2. So I might have gone to the prequel instead of the sequel. You know, that's how life is. At times, yes. Maybe I'll get more even dialogue now. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, I clicked on epilogue earlier. Yeah, here we go. Woo! It's download 12. No, it added hole punch. No, it added coworker. Stanley's big coworker. Stanley's big dash. Stanley's big hole punch. Pocket full of hole punch. Pocket full of human condition. Saturday night, diggery-doo. I don't know. Wacky pencil. Hidden pencil. Stanley's big pencil. Pocket full of pencil. No, it added pencil. You know, Stanley's big pencil. Oh no. Wait, it said Stanley Parable 2. I'm so confused. What if I do epilogue now then? Come on. I can show you guys the also the epilogue either way, so. I did do a video on it, but meh. Many years later, blah 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 blah. Funnily enough, this fits into like when the narrator skips the button. So I think this takes place like after that happens. Because you walk through the desert and this is like where you resume. So I think it's like Stanley survived multiple years because of the skip button, right? But like, this is what the aftermath of it. The narrator is kind of gone. But you kind of also go back in time. You see mountains all around me. The moon is beautiful, is it not? Let's keep on going, guys. I'll show you guys a secret I found. Yeah, I agree. I feel like it kind of symbolizes that everything just loops, always. Like, nothing ever ends. It's always just a big loop. If that makes sense. I think we need to go for one more sequence thing. I think this is the last one, if I remember correctly. Before we go to the memory zone. Which is what I mean as well, with this taking place after the skip button. Okay, wait, no, one more. In a moss, I suppose. Like, after skip button, this was like the memory zone, right? This was like the door, the building was here. Wait, what is that over there? Hold on, house. Hold on, memory zone. I'm coming soon, but I'm a bit curious. Yeah, isn't this like from the building? Oh my! Oh! Oh my god! Okay, so I sent the bucket in an escape pod way back, okay? Like, earlier, like 40, 50 minutes ago, I sent him in an escape pod where I lost the bucket and got a replacement bucket from the narrator. But the bucket is here now through the escape pod. So this means that it's after for sure. This confirms it. I never tried to just walk away from the building, but now I have a bucket and I'm too intrigued. Oh my god, should I try to walk away from building or should I try to go inside of the building? Because now I got the bucket and it all changes. Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna do this a few times. Oh my god, I accidentally found an Easter egg. That's super cool. I want to kind of go inside though. But yeah, let's try to walk away for now. We can go back with the bucket later. Okay. Oh, you're forced to stay here. You're forced to be in the memory zone. I'm guessing that's like a way to say that no, you will always dwell in the past or something. Okay, that's interesting. I suppose we'll go inside them. But now we got a bucket. I wonder what will change with the bucket instead. I'm super curious. Or rather, if things will change with the bucket instead. Because normally this basically says that, hey, there will be no sequel for the Stanley Parable 2. Well, technically, it's like basically them saying this is the end of it all. No more sequels kind of thing. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel, where the first game teamed with originality. The Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase, rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable. Sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole, who cares? Where are the new endings? What about the enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Like, instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines give you nothing. I might say though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from something. Like this is meant to like. Oh wait, that's Cookie 9. Cookie 9 was. Cookie 9 never commented on the skip button. Jesus, this man deserves pain and death. But mostly death. So, normally you'll see these buttons. And as you can figure, they say Jim.
Jim.
However, there's a secret button I'm gonna show you guys. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. Basically what they're confirming is there won't be another sequel. However, this is like for the Stanley Parable 1. But I'm guessing this is them basically confirming that Stanley Parable 2, the one we're playing now, won't be getting another. I'm guessing that is mostly because, like, the game is kind of infinite. There is no more to it. You know? It's hard to expand upon a game that's sad. That's sad for sure, but I feel like it's fair. This game is technically infinite. And the fact that after you go through the settings and such, you'll get the option to like always get a sequel every time we restart the game, I feel that kind of confirms it. As that basically says, hey, now you get all the sequels you need. There won't be another one. Which fair, but if you look here.
Jim. Stanley.
One of them says Stanley. Only one.
Stanley.
And it's this specific button right here.
Stanley.
That's the only Stanley button, which is super cool. It's like, oh my god, that's actually amazing. But I feel like this is kind of justified, you know? The game can continue always, or forever. That much is true, but like, it's so awesome to see. Okay, I'm gonna read it. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh, it's this room. It's this room. I wonder if it will say something else. I think this is... Yeah. Let's just get here. With the bucket in our hands. Hello again. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make its mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we are going to make the Stanley Parable 13. Oh my god, he knows. It's simple. All we do is change the number of the game's house screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for the game. So it's basically, this is how it all starts. This is how he says, there is no need for any more. This is how the Stanley Parable forever has more sequels. It will always be around this way. It's so cool. Half employee, half sunshine. Half boyfriends. Half cowboy. You know, this seems like a good one. You know, I feel this is just right. Half employee, half boyfriends. It's absurd, I love it. I feel like, honestly, Darby should play this game because I really think it actually would fit him. Because he really has fun with like random humor, right? And I feel this game is so random at times, he would actually have a blast with it. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. Exactly what Nintendo has been doing for, you know, the old NES games. So, you know, fair. Okay, give me 1 minute, guys. Okay. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Now, earlier I said let's do it, but what if we say don't do it? Don't do it. I understand sometimes we're not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. And it goes right back to Stanley Parable 2. But I'm interested to see, will it register the fact that I've been saying now? Because now we're technically in this 13, right? I wonder if he will comment on the 14 or if it will reset back to 3. I'm curious about that. This is the last time I'm going for the epilogue. That's mostly due to curiosity. Because this game really plays with your mind. It always tries to outsmart you, so you're gonna outsmart that, and then it tries to outsmart you outsmarting it, and then you gotta outsmart that yet again. This game has great scripting, to be honest. It's actually amazing. I'm gonna show you, however, one of my favorite endings after this. Curry OS, indeed. True. Curry OS. Curry operating system. Curry OS. Get it? That's great. Anyway, so after this, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite ending. It's a bucket ending. Well, it's one of my favorites. It's definitely not as good as the Broom Closet, but I'd say it's relatively close compared to a lot of others. A share. Why do I have to walk between the shares? I wanna. And after that, I swear to God, I'm gonna try to go for the speedrun achievement, okay? We'll probably be here for like an hour or two, trying to speedrun it. As it is kind of difficult, especially getting the precision right. Because you have to beat it like within 3 minutes or so. Okay, I think it's like 2 more times after this. Then we'll reach that damn memory zone. Yeah, it really is beautiful though. Like, if you look at the quality, for this type of quality, this is super beautiful. Like, you don't expect this game, like, I'd say quality that could probably run on like a Windows XP would be able to have such beautiful scenarios to it. And such beautiful stories. It's actually surprising how well this game is written. Not to mention the file size. It's really well optimized. Honestly. It's insane. Okay, I'm gonna grab the bucket. I do want the bucket. I'm sorry, but the bucket I need. Will the bucket be there still though? That's the question. I don't know if it will be, because technically I grabbed the bucket earlier. But there has to be some purpose to the bucket here, right? I wonder what it would be. Yeah. I wonder what the purpose of the bucket would be. That's so interesting. Because you get it here, but there has to be something, right? Because what we get here is the end for us, but that's it. We never know the end of the bucket or anything. Maybe it's meant to be like the companion all along. But this game definitely hides a lot of things that I haven't seen yet. And it's crazy, dude. Even after finishing the game, you haven't finished the game, because there's a epilogue, and then there's some extra secrets to that, which you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. It's wild. Like, this game gives you the feeling, oh, I'm finished with everything. No, you weren't. You weren't all along. This is a lie. You never really finished, even when you think you did. It's like, oh my god, that's so cool. Yo, Aklam. Aklam, Mario's gonna get Raft later. Mario's getting Raft later. So that's good, right? Hold on, I gotta press the button. Stanley. I feel valid now. I feel real valid now. For now, Mario bought this game, so he gotta stream it. Mario, you gotta stream it as soon as you can, dude. Okay, buddy. Yo, Carrie, hope you're well. Mario said Rust, but that was an accident. He meant Raft, though he accidentally said Ruff. Not Rust. Which is funny. There has to be some purpose to the bucket. Okay, let's just accept this time. Let's see if it actually registers the 13 from before. I would guess so, depending on the way they coded it. So yeah, Aklam, we're gonna play Raft later. No, it's Stanley Parable 3. Ah, okay. So it resets. And then it's the broken achievement, and they fix it. So you can always also like go back to like the new sequel thing. Current time. I'm actually gonna do this right. No? Let's wait. Guys, let's wait. Come on, time. Yeah, but honestly, I don't mind that, because it lets me relive some things. If you didn't know, if you restart the game 8 times, you get a secret thing, which I could showcase. So, you know, it's not too bad. It just means I get to relive everything again. No, I'm gonna be nice. I mean, okay, there. It hasn't hit 549 yet. Their PC is barely visible. I'm not cheating, no. No, wait, no, it registered 14. Half employee, half boyfriends. Oh god, what is this? Okay, buddy. I'm gonna showcase one of my favorite endings, which is a wild one. I'm calling the ending "Everything is a Bucket" ending, and you guys are gonna see why soon.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, this time it
What
closed.
could it mean?
Dang it!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Oh,
he
that's
simply
true.
missed
I
the
should play
memo.
Friday the 13th that day.
It's bucket time.
I definitely should. I do have Friday the 13th, so that is definitely possible. Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
Oh
tightly
my
to his
god, I
chest
gotta show you guys
and
2
answered
endings.
that this
Okay.
was not the correct way to the meeting
But the other
room.
one I can show you guys
Stanley
if I
had
fail
felt
the
the
speed
bucket
run, so
calling to
that's
him,
good.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
So,
And here it was.
there's a
Had the
certain
bucket
really
turned out to be
fun
correct?
ending
No,
this way.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I have just the Friday
Stanley
the
took the ball in
13th,
his
the
left
online
to go
game.
back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the
Oh,
bucket.
dang,
don't
Apple.
go to the meeting room.
She
Go
was Jason
somewhere
all
else.
along.
The cargo lift,
Your,
yes.
your
Go
niece
there.
was Jason.
said the
Oh
bucket.
no.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because
Gary,
buckets
you better
can't
be
talk.
careful.
But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
So
He
this
was
way,
firmly convinced that the bucket
if you
had
go this
spoken
way,
to
it's
him,
it
and
has
he
a fun ending.
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
So normally you say no bucket.
Stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley,
like-
how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I wanted to bring
Unless-
the bucket.
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and
What's
what
a bucket?
isn't a bucket? I suppose
Yeah, what
that
is
would
a bucket?
explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences
no.
on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much
Oh,
of the
nice,
impact of
Mario.
the story is dependent on your
Well,
understanding
you have a
of what
great
is
birthday.
and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Yeah, I've done that. Oh, that's interesting, Scar. It wasn't open for me on my realm, which is interesting. There's something.
Now then, I'm going to run you through
It's
some test
this,
scenarios,
a
and
bucket.
you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know.
I'm gonna
whether
let you
it
guys
is
decide.
Or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Yeah, that's the answers.
Item
Okay.
1. Is this a bucket?
Carrie, is this a bucket? Yes or no? Carrie, hurry. Is it a bucket or no?
Incorrect.
No,
It is
that's
a
wrong.
hologram of a
That's
bucket,
wrong, Carrie.
Not an actual bucket.
It's a hologram of one, not an actual bucket.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Acklam, is this a bucket? Yes or no? Is this a bucket? Think carefully. No.
Correct.
Correct.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an
It's a
actual
3D printed.
bucket.
I won't ask Scar as he knows. Okay, Mario.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Mario, is this a bucket? Yes or no? Yes or no, Mario? Mario! Hurry! Sorry, Scar, you just know too much. No. Okay, Mario? You're wrong.
Incorrect.
It was a
This
bucket.
is a bucket.
You're wrong, Mario. It's a bucket. Carrie, is this a
Item
bucket?
4. Is this a bucket?
Carrie, is this a bucket? Yes or no? True, you can't be that alive. You know too much. We're gonna push you off. Carrie, is it a bucket? Yes or no? Carrie! Okay, can somebody wake up Carrie? I think she fell asleep. Oh, Carrie's at work. Okay, then I'll go for Aklum, which is yes. Wrong, Aklum. It's not a bucket.
Hallucinating. This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
Yeah, how did you manage to screw it up, Aklum?
Incredible.
How did you
Let's
manage to
move
screw it
on
up?
to the next one.
Okay, Aklum, is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket?
Is this a bucket, Aklum? Yes or no? That is correct.
This is a bucket.
That is correct, Aklum. Okay, Mario. Your turn, Mario. Is this a bucket,
Item
Mario?
6. Is this a bucket?
Mario. Is it a bucket? It's both.
Trick question. Both.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay, guys.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Is this a bucket? Is it a bucket? Is it a bucket, guys? Yes? Mario, what do you think? Is it a bucket? Let's go with Aklum's response for now.
Okay, you and I
Mario
both
was
know
correct.
There isn't anything here.
It's not a
I
bucket.
don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a
Have you,
bucket is
Aklum?
nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Aklum, is this truly what you believe? Do you truly believe nothing is a bucket?
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective.
I don't blame him.
What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Aklum has
Do
broken
any
the
of us
narrative.
know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing
Is
this.
the narrator a bucket?
I'm losing
Yes.
myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
And no.
I can't have that. I'm
Here's
sorry.
both.
But I'm going to erase all
Oh, no.
buckets from the game.
He's erasing all buckets from the game because of you,
Here
Aklum.
we go.
What?
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything was a
Every
bucket.
single thing in the game was a bucket.
The game was a
Oh,
bucket.
I have no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you,
Everything is a
Stanley,
bucket.
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
I'm not a
So,
bucket,
in
cool.
my views, we're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it
True,
doesn't
true.
change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets.
Yeah, all of the buckets should be
And
back.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might
Yeah,
do to
please
the
don't
person.
mention that to
Alright,
anybody,
here
that
we go.
everything is a bucket. They may go crazy. You know.
All of his co-workers were
Wait,
gone.
have I ever
What did it
tried...
mean?
No, that
Stanley
doesn't work.
decided to
Okay.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so this
It's
time,
bucket time.
I'm gonna show you guys one last ending. And this bucket game is great.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This game is actually absolutely amazing with its writing. So this time I'm gonna show you guys
Still
one
no
of
one was here.
one other ending that
Stanley
not many
needed
people
the
know
bucket's
about.
warmth and comfort now more than ever.
When it comes
Perhaps,
to
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
no stickers. So normally, if you go inside of it with the bucket, he'll have like
Coming
the
to a
broom closet
staircase,
is jealous.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh yeah, I've done that, Scar. It actually worked. It actually worked. But I'm not gonna actually do it because I want to showcase another one.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Fun fact, if
to
you do
discover
this
not
with
an
like the
indication
bucket,
of any human life.
do it correctly, he won't
Crushed by the
stop you.
waiting, but
He'll just say
Stanley
the
guessed
bucket
correct
knew.
code by sheer luck. Was it that the
Like
bucket
instead of
knew all
stopping you
along?
because he
Was
rushed
the
him,
bucket
he'll just say
guiding him?
the bucket knew.
Yes,
The bucket was
this
guiding.
is certainly the most logical explanation.
I've actually gotten the broom closet ending. It was fun. Now, there is another ending by going up and down the elevator with the bucket as well. And then pressing the number 3. But that's not the ending I'm gonna show now.
The elevator
I may
raced
just do
down,
a video on like
plunging
every
towards
ending
an
or something.
unknown fate.
As I think it's really,
It
really
would be
fun.
all Stanley could
It'd
do
probably
to
take
keep
me like
himself
an hour
together,
or
if
something,
not
though.
for the bucket, soothing him,
Like, just
comforting
of
him,
recording alone.
reassuring that in this darkest
Well,
moment
more.
of uncertainty,
Yeah, it's a
he
sad
would
ending
be
where the
right.
bucket basically
The
leaves
bucket
Stanley.
is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
If you go this way, towards the
Stanley and
mind
the
control
bucket walked straight
facility,
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
normally there was a bug where you could basically jump out of the mind control facility, and that would basically
The
like
lights
break
rose
things, right?
on an enormous room
But-
with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
They made it
Stanley
into
and
like
the
a
bucket
secret,
both
so
wondered to themselves. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing. And
so
into the
normally
dark
this was a
void
bug,
below.
but instead of fixing it, they
Thankfully,
made
he
it
fell
a
directly onto the
feature
bucket,
and made it give
which
an ending,
safely cushioned his
which is
fall.
super genius.
What to do next?
That's
Stanley
such a
wondered.
good move.
Stanley and the bucket could find
Instead
no
of
way
fixing
out of
the
this
bug,
enormous
develop
place,
it
and so
into a
eventually,
feature.
They decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was freezing paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing
Did
lamps
you
came
have
in
the
that it
disco
really
lights on
started
in
to
this
feel
room
like a
already,
home.
Faber?
In
What do you
fact,
mean by the
after
disco
some
lights?
time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten
I'm a bit
to
unsure,
fully
to be
explore
honest.
what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to
Yeah, you
irritate him.
should, Acklam. It's
Soon he was
great.
dwelling on his regrets.
Especially
and
for the
state of their
price, in
home
my
slowly
opinion.
decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
I don't think I did get the disco secret, no.
Stanley wasn't
I
usually
don't think
like
I've had it
The bucket
unlocked
tried
or
to reach
anything,
out to him
no.
again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back.
This is like a game that breaks every fourth
Staying on
wall,
the path.
even the fourth wall to a
It
fourth
was a
wall.
mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
Which is
I need to
super
do what
incredible.
The narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley
In this room, but
was
don't drive up
unconsolable.
the elevator and wait a bit.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed.
Okay, I
It
can
wasn't
see
an
that.
ending, but it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on.
So basically, that is a joke to the entire bug thing before. It is, I would say, slightly similar in like the humorous style, where it's like kind of generic humor, if that makes
All
sense.
his co-workers were gone.
And yet, kind of like,
What could it mean?
I would say a very
Stanley decided to go to the
cleverish,
meeting room.
like it kind of
It's
tricks you,
bucket time.
but it also doesn't at the same time. Which is kind of hard to explain.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Wait, do I need a bucket for it, a Scar, or does it work with the bucket?
Still,
I mean,
no
if it
one was
doesn't,
here.
like, maybe
Stanley needed the
maybe
bucket's
something
warmth
else
and
will
comfort
happen.
now more
I
than
guess
ever.
we'll find out.
Perhaps his boss's
Didn't really think about
office
it.
was where he'd find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
It's wild. I've already been live for like an hour and 30 minutes.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer
Here we
luck.
go.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
I
the
have
bucket
made it.
guiding him?
I have made him so
Yes,
mad at times
this
that
is
he
certainly
literally
the most
tried to
logical
kill me.
explanation.
Multiple times, actually. There's a lot of things to do that makes him mad. I also got the "You're a Human" ending, which is basically the narrator finding out, wait, you're not Stanley, you're a real person. How could you? You can suppress every
Stanley
button
and
in the
the
mind
bucket
control
walked straight
facility
ahead
and
through
wait.
the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I guess I can practice the speedrun thing in the meantime.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
There
hold?
we go.
Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
Okay,
monitored
that
like guinea
place
pigs.
specifically is gonna be
The
rough.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly
No,
burst
wait.
into tears as Stanley cradled it gently,
Okay.
reassuring it that everything
Oh
would be fine.
no, I'm in a bad position. No, no. Okay, I'm still alive. I can still get the disco lights. I just gotta hold on for dear life here. Oh no. So I've got myself in a pickle situation here. This is quite the situation I've got into. No, it's still fine. I'm technically not fallen far enough. I just gotta hold on for dear life. It can work. Do I? Can we find out? Wait, how long time does it take, Scar? Take care, Akram. Have a great one, dude. Nice to get this game, because it's great. Okay. Dang. I wanted to practice the
All of his
speed run, but
coworkers
that didn't
were
work.
gone. What could it
I
mean?
wonder, did it patch
Stanley
that?
decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
Why do I keep grabbing the bucket?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Because normally you can, like, go around
no
that
one was here.
ledge. But I'm
Stanley
guessing they
needed the
may have
bucket's warmth
fixed
and
it?
comfort now more than ever.
Because the
Perhaps his
hitbox
boss's
is,
office was where he'd
like
find
the,
coming to a staircase,
collision
Stanley and
box
the
is
bucket
bigger
walked
now.
Upstairs to the boss's
So I wonder
office.
if it's meant to be done in another way now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by
Yeah,
sheer
I know.
luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Yeah,
Was the
for sure.
bucket guiding him? Yes.
You
This is
gotta do
certainly
like
the most
two
logical
times from my understanding. Basically finish it 2 times because it's the third run that really counts. Because then it instantly opens up. And the second one he'll basically say, you know, we've already been through this, okay, let's just open it. But on the third one he just says, yada yada, we know. And then he just opens. Basically
Stanley
it's a
and the
bit
bucket
quicker.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
At least I can drop down here. This place I got down, but the second place, no. No risk for the
The
second
lights
one.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered.
That's
to
the only one I
themselves.
actually can do well. This one is difficult because it has like a big obstacle box here. So I'm wondering if you can't, maybe. Or if it's like a real tight. I forgot to turn
The
that on.
monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly
I'm
dropped
gonna
the
leave
bucket
stay
in
on the
shock.
desk.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Well.
as Stanley cradled it gently,
Oh.
reassuring it that everything would be fine.
That's a lot of text. You gotta go there and activate this as well. Oh yeah, because there's 3 buttons. I'm stupid.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things
I see.
it didn't wish to do?
Okay.
What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Alright, I see. Let me in! Let me in! Or would it be let me out? I don't know which, but it would be one, I guess. I actually expected for that to happen. You would have probably like parkoured onto that and then jumped past it. Like you would have to for the speedrun or something, but I guess not. What happens if you press the second button though? I'm curious, but meh. Secrets, secrets, secrets. Go, go, secret rangers. Secrets all the way. Never give up on your dreams. Secrets more engaged. Secrets room 2014. Never gonna give up. Never gonna give up on your dreams. High resolution secret texture. Secret, secret, secret. Oh my god. Kill the camera feed. Let me out. Please, 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 please let me out. Please, please, please. There's too many secrets. Secrets room 2014. 2014 is hiding something. Jesus. It has to be. Secret of the year every year. Never give up on your secrets. Jesus! Ah, it's right to actually skip.
Screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone
I didn't
else's
actually want to
control.
go up, I
Never.
tried to juke it.
He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one.
No, the disco light
except
turned
for
off.
the bucket.
I wonder if
But
it
here
would
was the
play
proof.
if you were
The heart of the
encouraged.
operation.
Encouraged.
Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. all
Wait,
of it
I never
monitored
tried
and
something.
commanded from this very place.
What if you tried to go for the
The
speedrun
cruel
with the
reality of
bucket?
his past began to
I haven't
sink in.
tried that.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exist.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that.
Stanley and the bucket.
Okay, you guys
hid
can
in
stay
blackness.
and watch.
Was
I'm
it
just
over?
gonna go real quick. Just go KRB, just taking a little toilet break, and I'll be right
Yes,
back.
They had done it.
I'm gonna
Stanley
try
and
it
the
3
bucket
times
had
with the
defeated their
bucket to see if
greatest and
anything
darkest
different
enemy,
happens, because I haven't
freed
tried that.
themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to... What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Alright, I'm back. Okay, so let's get the bucket again.
All of his co-workers
And
were
do it in
gone.
same
What could it
thing.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It's bucket time.
Let's find out, shall we? Does it have like a secret speedrunning
Stanley
thing with the
clutched
bucket as well?
tightly to his chest and
What else?
entered the door on his left.
Or will it just be the same old thing with like blah blah blah, let's just do it.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Because what I love is that you can see like the narrator even gets tired of his own
Stepping
story.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of... But Stanley
Yeah,
guessed
he
the correct
knows.
code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Like
Was the
even
bucket
he admits to
guiding
getting
him?
like tired of the same
Yes,
story.
this is
Cause like,
certainly the most
yeah, we know
logical
what's going on.
explanation.
Just get in there. Let's see.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, so I'm only gonna try one more time. If it doesn't happen after that, I'm just gonna reset the
The lights
game.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both
And like,
wondered
if it
to
doesn't work
themselves.
that time, just reset and just move on.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the
Yeah, you
office
can't
was
do
being
that.
videotaped, monitored like
Is there a
guinea
different
pigs.
path here then?
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would
Okay,
be fine.
so you can't just walk around this place anymore. I wonder if you have to like get the momentum and then jump onto that desk or something. Like so. You can get here-ish, but it doesn't seem you can actually get enough momentum to get on top again. Right? How was the new speedrun path then? Oh wait, maybe it's over here. Yeah, that's how. Okay, I see. So, instead of actually just going past here, which normally happens, you now gotta jump off there, get on top of here, get on slightly on top of there, get over here, then climb up, and then move on. So it's a bit more difficult now. Okay. Okay, it's a bit more difficult. Dang. It's actually
Was
gonna
the
be a bit
bucket
tough.
under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told
My-
to do
my
things
box.
it didn't wish to
My
do?
box.
What kinds of things does a
Okay,
bucket
so the
want to do
speedrun
or
strat
not
is
want to
harder
do
now.
in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
I guess they
No,
maybe
he
did it
screamed
to
into the
just
bucket.
mess with
He
people
couldn't
with are
accept it.
used to like the
His
speed
own
run
life in someone
to give them a
else's
bit more of a
control,
challenge, I
never.
guess.
He squeezed
Which is
the bucket
interesting and
tighter.
fun.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
That's interesting.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
If you guys want to know what happens if you press on, it just gives you dogs and such on screen, like animals.
Stanley and the
Goose
bucket
too.
waited in blackness.
Goose as well.
Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
And then stops, blah blah
What
blah
was
blah.
happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the
completely,
bucket.
okay.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Okay, let's see if anything happens. If not, then we're just gonna let's reset. It's different.
It's bucket time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and
It's different.
entered the door on his left.
It's slightly different now.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed
But
the
the
bucket's
question
warmth and
is,
comfort now more than ever.
will the boss's
Perhaps
office
his
be
boss's
different?
office was where he'd find out. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
Let's
to the
find out.
boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again...
Okay. So I think the benefit of the bucket is that it resets like the... Okay, I have questions. If... Oh no, it's this one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? When Stanley came to a set of two open
let's just-
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's just optimize the corners.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a
See if
staircase,
it
Stanley
changes
walked
here.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
Oh.
again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't
Okay,
even
so I
have a
also gotta
single
beat it
minute to
normally.
just
Dang
let
it.
the narrator talk.
I was
That
hoping that the
kind of
bucket would
anxiety isn't
technically
healthy,
count, but you
so
could
he
switch to
relaxed
like
for a few
without
moments
bucket.
with some calming new age music.
But I guess not. Dang.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Well, let's at least do it without the bucket. I'll probably end on like the 2 hour mark so I don't bore people too much. Awful to say, but that's how it is. Actually, oh my god, yeah, I'm probably gonna go live later today as well. The lovely thing, you know.
Stanley
make the
walked
food.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Cool.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Actually,
packed with
can I
television
schedule that in
screens.
the meantime?
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I wonder if I could schedule a stream in the meantime.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
I'm multitasking here, guys.
Believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Okay, I think I'm
and
gonna
as the cold
schedule a
reality of his
stream
past began to sink in,
for in like
Stanley
an hour or
decided
something.
that this machinery would
Let's do 8 p.m. my time, actually.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Hold on.
Unshackled himself from someone
so give me
else's
like
command.
1 minute, guys.
Freedom was mere moments away.
First of all, I'm just gonna schedule
yet,
that. Give me
even
like
as
1 minute.
the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey,
Okay,
look,
I'm back.
it's a new passageway.
Now,
Quelle surprise.
this is not the one I'm going for. I'm going for the next run. The next time we go back here, that is where it's time to strike. When the iron is solid. Because this time he will take a little bit extra time with the door openings and
Stanley
all the
walked
blah
straight
blah blah
ahead
we
through
know,
the
blah
large
blah
door
blah.
that read Mind Control Facility.
But next time is when you should do it. Because it's slightly shorter dialogue.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
Oh my
Stanley,
god, I got
one of
stuck.
them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay, so that's how. Okay, I need to get used to that. But I think I can do it. I just
This
scheduled the
mind
stream, by the way.
control
So,
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept him
Yep.
blindly?
yep.
No.
Let's hope the next
He refused
shot
to
is
believe it.
a
He
first
couldn't
try.
accept it. His
Oof.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah, was
Had he
it?
truly spent his entire
So I'm gonna
life
be streaming in like
utterly
an hour
blind
and a
to the
half-ish?
world?
With some Fatal BG3 about some
was
levels
proof.
where I want to
The
go into
heart of the
details
operation.
about how they're
Controls
designed
labeled with
and
emotions.
some
Happy
complications
or
that I ran
sad
into.
Or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded.
Yeah,
from
it
this
really
very
is.
place. And as the cold reality
Most
of
of the times
past
it appears
began
on the
to
third
sink in,
run, but
Stanley
it's
decided that this
a
machine-
chance. There isn't 100% chance. Funnily enough, I tried to go for the speedrun and achievement yesterday. I got blocked by the whiteboard ending secret. So that was fun.
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
It's kind of a
And yet,
strange game as
Even
well.
as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
You just don't want
Where had his
whiteboard
co-workers
ending
gone?
place because
How
that you
had he
actually have
been
to
freed
go in the
from
corner
machine's
for.
grasp? What other mysteries did
It
this
takes slightly
strange
more time.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him
Now,
where to
I do
go,
have a
what
little
to do,
extra
or
thing
how to
for
feel.
this as well.
Whatever
You
life
can
he lives,
actually escape
it will
before the
be
entire thing
his.
closes.
And
Funnily
that was
enough.
all he needed to know.
If
It
you
was
hold yourself up
perhaps
here, just
the
notice that
only
you get a
thing
little
worth
bit more
knowing.
height than normal.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Which lets you
Stanley
kind of
felt the
bypass a
cool
bit.
breeze upon his skin,
It's only like a few
the feeling
nanoseconds,
of
but still.
liberation,
Better than
the
nothing.
immense possibility of the new
Great strap,
path
bro.
before him. This was exactly the way, right now.
So it kind of
things were
works a
meant to
little bit
happen.
better. As you can go like a
Stanley
few nanoseconds
was happy.
before actually, normally. But that's it. So it's not a big cut by any means. But it works. I'm actually kind of surprised that nobody has like found an game breaking like way to
All
shift
of
for
his
everything.
co-workers were gone.
Of course, I
did
got
it
a
mean?
bad one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so this is
When
up
Stanley
in my
came to a
city.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to
gotta
go up to his
cut the
coming to a
corners close.
staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I think I've lost a few seconds as I accidentally hit the wall there.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. I would say I'd still have a chance, though the chance isn't that good. Especially with the head bunk there. That
Stanley
kind of
walked
costs
straight
a bit
ahead
more
through the
damage.
large door that read Mind Control
I should probably
Facility.
crouch under that. Oh god, I forgot to press the button.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility.
I forgot to press the
Welcome.
button. No, no.
You see, back when the Stanley Parable
Oh,
first
no.
launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug
I
that we simply
forgot.
didn't catch during development.
I had
And
it.
you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter
I had
and acted
it.
very superior about it. And
That
you're
was
all
the
very,
run.
very clever,
And
good
I
for
messed
you.
it up by
When
pressing.
it came time to update the game,
I
we knew
forgot
that
to
we
press
had
the
do
button.
something about this little goof of ours. So here you go.
I had it.
New
I had
content.
it.
You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content.
And I
more
believe if I
content,
just
more,
restart
more,
now
more,
and
more,
don't
more.
let him go through it
But
all,
I'm here to give it to you.
I think
I'm here
it'll
to make it
reset the
seem
entire
like we
boss's office
really
thing.
covered every nook
So I
and cranny of
gotta
the
watch
game,
it through.
with secrets and Easter eggs.
Ah!
How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this
No.
section. You won't hear it anywhere else in
That
the
was
game.
the run.
It's a secret.
That
That's
was
just
the
for you.
run.
That's how special you are. We call this track.
Oh, that's painful.
Good job, you've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Dang it.
Well done.
Good job. You did it. Good job.
Can I? Will he remember the boss's office?
All of his co-workers were
I'm
gone.
hoping.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
These corners could be better optimized.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, dang, no, that cost me a lot of time. Oh, no.
Here's the door, just go.
That was a yikes. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna try to crouch this time. I think I can technically... No, that did not work. That did not work. That did not work. That was not good. That was not good.
Stanley
that was not
walked
good.
straight
that
ahead
was
through
not
the
good.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Press button, and then re-angle yourself.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
No!
What
Oh!
horrible...
Dang it!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Well,
Stanley
I could
decided to go
optimize
to
it
the
better.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gonna put on a bit more sensitivity as well this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I did, narrator. Because I want to speedrun it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's go. This is way better already.
Here's the door, just go.
That was a bit bad, but it's fixable. So this time, don't stress, don't crouch. You'll be fine. Just wait a bit. A second. Okay, that was bad. Oof.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this
That was
place
great.
hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
No,
lives
no,
of
I
so
messed it
many
up.
individuals reduced to
I
images
don't
on
have
the
time.
screen.
Ah.
Stanley, one of them.
I don't think that
eternally
was
monitored
good.
in this place
I
where
think I've lost it,
freedom
but I'm gonna
meant
try.
nothing.
It may still work. It might still
This
work,
mind
though the
control
chance is low.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
I should add a
Had
timer.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I may
Was
just
it
see
the
if I
only
can add a
reason he was
timer.
happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
If I remember right, the goal is 4 minutes.
No.
That's if I
He
remember correctly.
refused to believe it. He monitored and commanded from this very place.
Oh,
And
my
as
piece
the cold
just
reality of his past
booted
began
up
to
everything
sink in,
again.
Stanley decided blackness and a rising chill of
Let me see if I can
uncertainty.
add a timer in the
Was it
meantime.
over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I don't think I can do timer.
And yet,
Dang, that sucks.
even as the immense door slowly
Oof.
opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
I wish there was a
How had he
quicker
been
way for
freed
this
from the
part.
machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this
Now,
mattered to him.
stairs. It's
For
3,
it
2,
was
1,
not
go.
knowledge or even
Yeah.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Wait,
It was
3,
perhaps
2,
the only thing worth knowing.
1.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
There!
Stanley felt the
Speed run!
cool
I got the
breeze on
achievement.
his skin.
Yo!
A feeling of liberation.
I got the speedrun achievement.
Immense possibility of
Yo!
finding a path
Woo!
before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were
I got the
meant to
achievement.
happen.
4 minutes and
Stanley
22 seconds.
Was happy.
In under. It was under 4 minutes 22 seconds. Yo! That's sweet. I did it with the full one. If I get the haul, I'm gonna just instantly go for it. Oh, sad. I'll probably end it here. However,
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
true.
Just a matter of time.
True. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm probably gonna end it here, yeah. Anyway, I'll be live in like 2 hours time, so if anybody's interested in checking out Fate vs. BG 3, how the levels are designed, and how difficultly designed they actually are, feel free to drop by. The Naked Lackey levels specifically are real difficult, and I'll be explaining that. But thank you all for watching,